This is going to be one of my laziest videos yet, where I basically just monologue probably for 5 to 10 minutes. I'm not going to be bothered to show you everything explicitly. I'm just going to walk across the countryside and talk to you about those new miscellaneous items and inclusions in Au Naturel that I can't be bothered to write up documentation for yet, or give any examples of. Now, there's a host of other sort of videos and quick info sessions that I've got up on YouTube here that give you sort of insight into a little bit more detailed insight, possibly not all the way down the rabbit hole of the new mechanics and things like that. So if you're interested in all of those, I advise you to go watch them. Otherwise, I'm just going to go for a bit of a walk and have a bit of a chat about all the other additions, and these are the positive additions. I'm going to put up another video which is all of the things from base Minecraft which I've explicitly taken out, which are no longer in the game. But this video is about all of those things that are new. Now, in case it's not already bleeding obvious, Au Naturel comes with more biomes, different terrain generation, carries more recipes, more build options, more food, more animals, more items, new weapons from Spartan Weapons Pack, I think, but not all of them, because not all of them would be thematic. All sorts of new build blocks, tools, things like that. Really packed to the brim with what you can build and stuff like that, but trying to keep to the general feel of base Minecraft mechanics. At least that's what I'm trying to do. We'll see how we go as it evolves. Now, as you probably also picked up, the entire thing has been designed with new audio, new visual, reliant, basically developed completely dependently upon complementary shaders, which I have crafted all of the options and settings for specifically to try to generate what I would deem this sort of pseudo-realistic aesthetic across the entire landscape. Hopefully I've come up with settings which are pretty good for pretty much every biome and pretty much every setting. So you can have these beautiful, dark, moody forests, which I personally love, even if they're going to probably be filled with spiders or other horrific things. Um, but yeah, I just love the sort of diversity of the environment that's generated through these settings and through the different times of day and weather. Yeah, so new graphics, new audio, whole bunch of new everything. New biomes, of course, the dynamic trees, where they're applicable, where they're not applicable. We have some other tree cutting and libraries and the like mods to help make those trees more interesting. I would love if someone wants to try to craft up a 1.19.2 version of Regions Unexplored Dynamic Trees compatibility. I don't know whether I can be bothered to do that yet. I've got a lot on my plate. Let's see, what else is there? Oh, yes, the Immersive Weathering mod provides sort of dynamic changes to blocks depending on weather and time and things like that. So you'll see like campfires put soot on things, copper ages, yada 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 yada. A bunch of new chests, upgradable chests, backpacks, which are upgradable in terms of storage size, but the other upgrades to those mods have been removed because they're not realistic and they're not very thematic in my opinion. But you can craft backpacks and you can make them bigger, so that's nice. What else do we have? Oh yeah, minor adjustments to animal AI and things like that. I've got herd mentality added in, so when you attack one animal, other animals in the vicinity should start to take notice. I think, don't quote me on this, I think changes still exist such that when you attack animals, they should run away from you. Obviously all the survival mechanics, which the other videos have covered. In case it's not obvious, Au Naturel is designed to have a far longer, depending on your definition, longer, steeper progression system. So diamonds are pretty much at the top of your crafting things. It's far harder to get resources and the like for a variety of reasons. So don't feel bad just because it takes you a long time to get things. You do not have the shortcuts, the same shortcuts that other Minecraft versions have available to you, because this is more or less a wilderness and survival simulator, or at least that's sort of the semi-simulator. That's sort of what we're aiming for here. Okay, so what else? Of course, we've got just enough items to discover recipes and find out what's craftable. Things like that. Let's see here. Just bring back the HUD for a sec. Whoop. It's in whatchamacallit mode. Alright, ignore that. It didn't happen. But you do have other conveniences as well. So you can now delete items from your inventory rather than throwing them on the ground, because that's always pissed me off. What else do we have? Better harvesting. So harvesting should be easier. I think it's like one-click harvesting of multiple blocks. That should make your life a little bit easy. New recipes for things that were non-craftable in Minecraft. So let me go through a few of them. I don't think I'll capture them all. String, slime balls, glowstone, saddles, no horse armor, leads from leather, paper, etc. What else do we have? Pretty. Craftable gunpowder, which you can craft now from 2 new ores which have been added, of which there are several. But the ones I'm talking about here are sulfur and potassium. You'll find them around the world. I believe there's also silver or something available now. Which brings us back to also some new items that be crafted by combining various ores that you find. So I think emeralds and redstone create ruby. Ruby can create armor and some basic weapons. I think there's one other new gem or something that's craftable. But, you know, discover these for yourself. Whew. What else is there? Oh yeah, uses for copper. That's covered a bit in the flint and copper intro video. Oh, of course, crouching. Crouching now gives you silk touch. Because there are no enchantments or enchanting tables or anything like that, you need a way to get certain things from the environment and from the world. And we've done that by making sure... bear. Done that by making the shift, sneaking, crouching mechanic now give you silk touch. So that's a nice little convenience feature. If you're ever wondering how to sort of gently pry things out without breaking them or get certain items that you don't think is possible, that's how you do it. Alright, what else do we have? Oh yes, the polymorph mod for whatchamacallit? Recipe conflict. Sounds very exotic with a name like polymorph. It's really just another integrated GUI way so that you when you have 2 things that can be crafted from the same recipe, you can now switch between them. Ah, awesome. Got some spider's webs down there. And some gems and things. Cool. Yeah. Polymorph. What else? Oh, the realistic sleep mod. So, I don't believe, although I've got to test this a bit more, I don't believe you can just sleep away the night so easily. Now the realistic sleep mod tries to sort of speed up time. And it will stop you sleeping if it's too cold or things like that around you, such that you would die if you went to bed. And the like, or if you're in danger. So, you know, that should be nice. No more crop trampling. You can stop crop trampling with leather boots and the like. That's another nice little feature. I've added in the True Darkness mod for those who aren't blessed enough to be playing on very expensive computers. So if you've got if you've got shaders off, you will experience true darkness at night times and in caves and in various settings. What else is there? Oh, compostable rotten flesh. Of course, now that we've had the food spoilage mechanic, rotten flesh is much more frequent. Obviously, you don't get it from zombies anymore because they're not in the game. But the rotten flesh can now be compostable, which will eventually give you bone meal. Bones and bone meal, by the way. Yes, available from certain animals, from composting. That will help you with your farming. That's almost it. There's a few late game features, so there is, believe it or not, in Au Naturel a map mode. Now, I want you to feel overwhelmed and lost and like you're part of something much grander. So you don't really get to unlock the map mode until late game. Um, so you're responsible for finding your own way around the world and for, coming up with your own landmarks and figuring out what to call everything where everything is. But if you do manage to craft a compass, you will be allowed to access the minimap and the map options. I think the minimap will pop up by default if you hold a compass in your hotbar. You can access the full map. I think by default it's the tab key if you have a compass in your hotbar or in your hand. Um, Cool. Fire arrows. Now, there are no enchantments in Au Naturel, but there is a recipe for generating a bow that will fire fire arrows. And those fire arrows will, hopefully, to some degree, set the surrounding countryside on fire. Um, so you got that going for you, which is nice. And very finally, I've even added in a diving gear mod as well. So it's going to be hard to get, considering I think it's crafted from obsidian and the like. Uh, and remember, in this mod pack here, Au Naturel, diamond and things are much more of a late game uh, element and whatnot. So to craft that up to get obsidian is going to be something that happens much later in the game. Um, yeah, I think that's about it. That's enough, and it's been a full day. It's getting on to night time. I think I'll leave you there, and I'll go on to my next video of all of the things from base Minecraft that are taken out, which is a bit of a negative Nancy video, isn't it? But in case it's not obvious, given that this Au Naturel is designed to be this natural world simulator here, there are many things in base Minecraft that just do not make any lick of sense. And let's also be frank, ruined the balance of the original survival games. So, yeah, I'll see you in that one. Alright, good night.